Hey real estate investors and business owners, if you're watching this video, you most likely need access to capital. And here's the thing, I can most likely get your business anywhere from 100K to 500K in 0% funding within the next 45 days. Pretty crazy, right? Our company Funding Vault, we've worked with over 900 plus clients and helped them get funded. At the same time, myself personally, I have almost $1 million in combined credit, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. In this video, what I want to do is I want to give you a bird's eye view of the program and requirements and what it takes to get funding. And if you do like everything, what we do is we hop on a call later on. Keep in mind, we're a results-driven company. If I feel like we can't help you, I'm not going to onboard you. So it's not a sales call, it's a discovery call to make sure we're a good fit for each other. But just to sum that up again, what we do is we help you get business funding anywhere from 100K to 500K. And here's how we do that below. So who is this for? So this is for brand new and existing business owners. A lot of people ask us, can I do this with a brand new business? Yes, you can. You just won't get as much funding as an existing LLC that's aged to it, right? If you have a 2-year-old LLC, you're gonna get more funding than a brand new business. So you wanna keep that in mind. And if you have a brand new business idea, we can help you open up the LLC to make sure it's safe and it has the correct words in it as well. Now, we do work with pretty much any business out there, real estate investors, contractors, property managers, e-commerce, such as Amazon, Shopify, TikTok, brick and mortar businesses, and marketing and consulting, right? So we work with every type of business out there. We just want to make sure it has the right NAICS code on the back end and make sure we get you maximum funding. If not, we can fix that for you in the back end. As far as a program overview goes, so this is a done with you program. So what that means is we walk you through step by step on how to acquire the 100K to 500K in 0% funding. A lot of programs out there, it's a done for you program. So what that means is you don't learn anything. You don't reap the benefits. Every 6 months, you have to go back to them for more funding. We're gonna walk you through the entire process so you can fish later on yourself and do these own approvals yourself without paying someone later on. Like, that's really neat. So what we do during the program is we hop on countless, consulting calls to make sure that your business and personal credit profile are optimized and ready to go to get maximum funding. After that, we want to educate you on the different loans. One big difference between our company and other companies is we do all kinds of loans. We do SBA loans, we do long-term, short-term business loans. We do business lines of credit, we do personal loans, we do everything out there, right? So we're a one-stop shop again. So we want to educate you on every loan and see how it benefits your business. After that, we get a customized game plan together for you with our 4,000 plus banks. A lot of companies, they just use Chase, Bank of America, US Bank. We like to work with a bunch of banks, even regional plus credit unions, because each bank has tons of different cards, 0% intro offers, and tons of different benefits, right? Every state's a little bit different. So what we do is we connect you with the right banks. We also connect you with our banking managers. They know exactly what to say on the applications, and they know the right data points to get you the highest approval amounts. After that, let's say we get you funding. We want to educate you on how to deploy these funds into cash flowing assets like real estate or a business. You can even buy a business. And we also show you how to liquidate the credit cards. So what that means is return the credit into cash so you can buy real estate or buy assets essentially. Now the long-term game plan of this is we want to make sure we're building up your business credit profile. So if you want bigger loans like the SBA loans that can get you $1 million, $25 million, we're building up your business credit in the meantime so you can get bigger loans later on. And on top of that, the best part about this, you hear me talk about this a lot, every 6 months, we can help you get more funding. So if you want to buy more properties, real estate, buy another business, you can do that. For example, I'm getting funding every 6 months because I'm doing a bunch of flips and burrs, so I need access to more capital. Now here are the benefits of business credit card stacking. So as you know, banks are getting a lot more strict nowadays. The requirements are getting a lot harder. You got to provide proof of income documents, all that stuff. With the business credit cards, no documents, W-2s or tax returns are required for this method. It's all based off of stated income. So you don't actually have to prove your income, which is pretty cool. On top of that, you have 0% interest for 12 to 18 months. That's a long time to leverage, 0% interest for. It's 12 to 18 months. And then keep in mind again, every 6 months, we get you more 0%. You get cash back in miles. For example, let's say I spent 500K on rehabs versus using the cash. I'm using the bank's money. Let's say I spend 500K in rehabs. It's 10,000 miles right there. I turn that $10,000 worth of miles into 40K worth of miles through travel hacking, which is pretty neat. So we'll show you exactly how to convert these points. So you can turn those points, from 1x to 2x or 4x at the same time. My favorite thing is these are business accounts. So if you use a personal credit card or anything and utilization goes up, it's going to drop your credit score. Since these are business accounts, you can max out the credit cards and utilization does not show on your personal report. So you can max out these credit cards for any investment out there without worrying about your credit score. So stop using your personal credit cards. On top of that, by you building up your business credit, it unlocks the bigger things like the SBA loans like we talked about in the business lines of credit right here. And also, I coined this concept, I think, but it's called the infinite funding concept, like the infinite banking concept. So what we do is every time we get you new funding, we actually wipe off the inquiries from your report, kind of like this right here. You'll have 0 inquiries in your report. So when you go for funding in 6 months, and the bank looks at your profile, they're like, all right, yeah, they didn't have any inquiries, so they have no new accounts. They can get more funding, right? And that's kind of how we get you maximum funding again, is we wipe off the inquiries, and every 6 months we repeat this process. So I'm going to walk you through that really quick. So let's say we start the process, we get you funding. We do the first round of funding on 9/30/2024, which is today. We get you 110K in funding. That's great. That's a lot of money to leverage. Let's say in 6 months you want more funding. So that'd be 3/30/2025. That would be your second round of funding. Every time we do a round of funding, we're getting you more money, okay? So let's say we do the second round of funding, we get you 170K. That means in the last 6 months, pretty much, we got you $280,000 worth of funding. 0% funding. How crazy is that? All right, let's keep going. Let's say you want more funding in 6 months. Let's say we do a third round of funding on 9/30/2025. We get you 220K. That means 110K plus 170K plus 220K is 500K in funding. But here's where it starts to get really fun. Once again, the main game plan again is to build up your business and your personal credit so that in the future we can get you bigger loans and bigger loan amounts, right? So on the fourth round, we've established your business credit and your personal credit. So now we can go look for loans like SBA loans, long-term business loans, and business lines of credit. So let's say the fourth round, we got you 500K in funding. That means total in the last year or two, we got you $1 million in funding. And keep in mind, if you have a business that has revenue and proof of revenue, we can start off right off the bat getting you 500K in funding pretty easily. But we gotta work our way up there if you're a brand new business at the same time. So this is how it works. To keep it really simple, is every 6 months we apply for new funding, and the main goal is to keep stacking up your credit. And then you can leverage this credit for whatever else later on, right? So now I have all this credits in my tool belt to use, essentially. Now, once we have the credit, how do we use it? So here's some ways you can utilize the 0% business credit. The first way is real estate. This is mainly how I use the 0% business credit. So you can use it for closing costs. A lot of people don't know this, but you don't have to pay for closing costs in cash. You can either liquidate the credit card, or you can use a website called Plastiq. And what Plastiq does is it converts the credit into an ACH payment to the title company. So you can buy a house with a business credit card. On top of that, you can do the burn method. So essentially buy, rehab, rent, refinance, repeat. So I can buy the house with the business credit card. I can rehab with the business credit card. I do the cash out refinance. I pay off my business credit card. So I just bought a home, rehabbed it, built equity, and used the bank's money again without using my own cash. So we can dive into that more later on a one-on-one call on exactly how this works here. But you can also use it for mentorships, hiring, payroll, furniture, ads, virtual assistants, courses, events, prizes, inventory, and more, right? So pretty much anything out there, as long as it's a smart purchase, right? You don't want to be blowing your 0% on dumb stuff at the same time. As far as requirements goes for 0%, we like to keep it simple. You need a good credit profile, so 700 plus score. Good age of credit, anywhere from 2 to 4 years for age of credit. If you're new, say 18, 21 to credit, probably not a good fit. We'll have to work on your credit a little bit. No late payments or collections. If you do have these, we have credit repair to get these removed. It's worth paying $1,000, $2,000 in credit repair to get 100K, 200K in funding, right? On top of that, if you have late payments or collections, you most likely have bad interest rates, which are costing you thousands of dollars for recommending credit repair anyways. As far as your personal credit limits, we like to see at least 5K to 10K in limits. If you have 1K to 2K, we can also work with you and build out your personal credit profile. And keep in mind, if you don't have a 700 plus score and maybe you're like a fair right here or a poor, We have alternative loan options where you have subprime loans. We may be able to do 8% to 15% loans to get you funding as well, anywhere from 20K to 50K. So it's not the end all be all. Lastly, why work with us? Out of the hundreds of funding companies out there, why work with us? So we've been in this space for the last 5 years, and there's a lot of new people in this space. I don't really know too many people that have been around longer than us as far as our team has been here. We have 900 clients that we served, and we have a 4.9 rating. So you can see right here we have 143 plus reviews and 4.9 stars, which is incredible. And we're a full stack consulting firm again. So what that means is if you guys need anything at all, whether it's SBA loans, long-term business loans, business credit cards, personal credit cards, hard money, fix and flip loans, whatever it may be, we can help you out. We're the one-stop shop. On top of that, you're going to get a dedicated advisor to work with one-on-one. You can call them whenever, text them whenever. They're going to be with you for a while, right? 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. Their main goal is to help you get funding, right? Because if they get you funding, they're also getting paid at the same time. So it's in their best interest to help you get funding. Here's my favorite thing about what we do. Not only the done with you program aspect of it, but our big network, right? Since we have so many clients and know so many people, and we work with a lot of high level people, we have a big network of mentors, private money lenders, or hard money. So if you guys are in real estate, we have PMLs that you guys can work with. On top of that, we have a big network of mentors. So like let's say you want to get into Airbnb, Section 8, fix and flips. I can connect you with a mentor or a course that you can actually take to grow your business. And then my favorite thing is this is all risk free. You can go through the entire process, get funding. You don't pay us a dime until you receive the funds. Once you receive the funds, that's when you pay us. So we're a performance-based company. The more money that we get you, the better. And it's a win-win for everyone, right? So we get you funding, you have the funding in your hands, and you pay the fee. On top of that, like I said, there's a lot of new companies in this space, especially this year, just getting into it. I'm a student of the game, guys. Like, I'm a student of the game. I actually do this. I'm not like some, guru online trying to act like I own a funding company. I actually do this myself on a daily basis. I've paid close to 6 figures in mentorships. Like I showed you earlier, I have an 812 credit score. I have 200K in personal credit, guys. 200K in personal credit. I gotta log back in. But I have 200K in personal credit, which is pretty crazy. And then also on top of it, you can see right here, I actually started my journey 2 years ago with the business credit cards. My first apply got 150K right here. And then my second mass apply, which was in March, almost 5 months ago, I got 300K. I don't know a lot of people getting 200K in funding. My last apply myself, doing it myself, I got 300K in funding with 0%. On top of that, I got another 5K. Plus an Amex Gold card at 50K plus a line of credit. So almost 400K in funding through one round of funding, right? So this is stuff I do on a daily basis. In total, in business credit, I have around 600K. In personal credit, I have 200K. That's 800K. I probably could have hit the $1 million mark by now. I'm going to do another mass apply in November, so I'll definitely cross it then. But I'm a student of the game again, right? So not only, I'm going to be working with you one-on-one. My advisor will be working with one-on-one. I'm going to show you exactly what to do and how to get you maximum approval. So if this is something that you're interested in, please get in contact with us, book a call. It's a risk-free call again. We'll see if it's a good fit. Thanks.